The rattle she left behind. A story of loss, resilience, and redemption. The towering walnut doors of St. Celeste's Parish stood like sentinels before Marissa Hale, their intricate carvings whispering judgment. Behind them, the low rumble of the organ echoed against the stained glass, a melody of grace she was no longer welcome to receive. In her trembling hands, she clutched a small gift wrapped in yellow cloth, a hand-carved rattle, its oak handle engraved with a single word, Elena. Her daughter's name. She hadn't seen Elena in nearly 2 years. The church had already filled. From the shadows of a side corridor, Marissa caught a glimpse of the ceremony. There at the altar stood Graham Hale, her ex-husband, flanked by his new wife, Catherine, glowing in designer beige. And in the priest's arms, wearing a delicate christening gown, was Elena, their daughter. Her daughter. Marissa's breath caught. Her knees almost gave out at the sight. Not a photograph. Not a court report. Her daughter. Alive. Beautiful. Breathing. Just a glimpse. That's all she needed. But someone noticed. Vivian Hale, Graham's mother, rose from her pew like a thunderhead forming on a horizon. Her heels clicked in sharp staccato across the marble, echoing louder than the hymn now swelling overhead. "You have no right to be here," she hissed, her voice slicing through the silence. "Leave. Immediately." Heads turned. Marissa froze, the warmth draining from her face. "Please. I just wanted to see her." Vivian's lip curled into a sneer. "You forfeited that right when you lost custody. This is a day of blessing, not a stage for your regret." A chill ran down Marissa's spine, but she held out the wrapped rattle. "I brought something. Something for Elena. I'll leave after." Vivian didn't even look at it. She motioned to the usher. "Escort her out." The guard's hand closed around Marissa's elbow. Firm, cold, final. And then Vivian, without breaking eye contact, dropped her heel onto the box with deliberate cruelty. Crack. The wood splintered beneath her foot, the soft curve of Elena's name reduced to shards. Marissa gasped as if struck. Her legs folded beneath her. No one moved to help. The church doors slammed behind her like a verdict. On the stone steps outside, she knelt, palms raw, tears streaming, clutching broken pieces of what was once hope. Then a quiet voice came from behind her. "Some things break because they're fragile. Others because someone's heart is." He turned. A tall man knelt beside her, gray-eyed, dressed in a modest navy suit. He gathered the shattered rattle from the ground with gentle, reverent hands. "I remember you," he said softly. Caleb Morley had once been homeless. 10 years earlier, he sat outside a cafe during a winter storm, invisible to the world, until a stranger placed a muffin beside him, wrapped in a napkin with 5 scribbled words. "Wishing you a warmer tomorrow." That stranger had been Marissa. He kept the napkin in his wallet every day since. It reminded him what it felt like to be seen. When he rebuilt his life, first with odd jobs, then a scholarship, and eventually his own firm, he never forgot the woman who looked past his dirt, his silence, his shame. So when he saw her cast aside like an uninvited ghost, he recognized her. Back inside the church, Caleb stepped through the threshold, voice ringing. "This woman has more grace in one moment of mercy than you have in 1,000 rehearsed blessings." Vivian stood aghast. "Who the hell are you?" "I'm the man she once saved, when she had nothing to gain. And now I stand beside her when she has everything to lose." He turned to Marissa and held out his arm. She took it. And together they walked away. Not because she was finished fighting, but because she finally wasn't alone. Caleb didn't just offer kindness. He offered strategy. His legal team dug into the sealed custody records and found discrepancies. Fabricated reports, a privately funded psychiatric assessment paid for by the Hale family to paint Marissa unstable. Graham never expected her to come back. He never expected her to fight. But she did. In court, Marissa stood tall. Her voice didn't shake. "You called me unfit because I was broken. But I broke trying to protect a child from a house that saw me as disposable. You tried to erase me with your money. But love isn't something you can outspend. Her lawyer rested the case with a single photo. Marissa cradling Elena on a hospital bed. Both asleep, exhaustion and joy mingled on their faces. That was the night Marissa gave birth alone. She won. First, supervised visits. Then weekends. Then shared custody. And on one quiet Sunday, in a park where the autumn leaves swirled around them like confetti, Elena whispered, "I missed you, Mommy," and nestled into her arms. Years passed. Marissa and Caleb opened a corner bakery named the Hearth and Seed, where strangers were always welcome, and no one left hungry. Elena spent her weekends icing cupcakes, giggling with Caleb, who taught her how to knead dough and tie aprons. One morning, Elena handed them a handmade card, lopsided and heart-shaped. "To Mom and Dad," it read. Caleb looked at Marissa. "She chose that," he whispered. Marissa nodded, tears threatening again, but this time from joy. Because families aren't always born in delivery rooms. Some are carved from broken pieces, stitched together by second chances, and held together with love.